Hi, everyone. This is Carolyn Speaks, the State of the World, on Tuesday, December 20th, 2022. So, what is it? Good, bad, or different? All three of the coronaviruses still hanging around out there. Okay, what are some of the major headlines? In historic first, House committee urges the Department of Justice to criminally charge Donald Trump for January 6th insurrection. I totally agree. Hold him accountable. And no one is above the law. Calls grow for Trump to be charged to avoid another coup attempt. I totally agree. Okay. Now, also, House January 6th committee recommends criminal charges for Donald Trump. Good. Put him in jail and hold him accountable, and also all of his people. And Proud Boys stand trial for seditious conspiracy over January 6th violence. Good. Put them in jail and hold them accountable. And Supreme Court temporarily blocks lifting of Title 42 restrictions on asylum seekers. Oh, temporarily. What does temporarily mean? Okay. So hopefully that is going to be done away with and would have a fair immigration system. Okay. Title 42 allowed the government to deport people, not even to let them in to seek asylum. So I don't know what's happening. It's very interesting. You have to have a good asylum system, a good immigration system, and you have to uh, be fair to people, be humane. Okay. Now, also, um, the UK court upholds policy allowing deportation of asylum seekers to Rwanda. Oh, that's great. Rwanda, that's in Africa. So you're not going to let them have come into your country. You're going to deport them to Rwanda when you, UK, the British Isles, made a mess of Africa and the Middle East and Asia, and now you want to deport them, these people? That's disgusting. Hold them all, okay, hold the British government accountable. Okay, now, also, body of Iranian protester who died in police custody showed signs of torture. Yep, we did a good job with Iran. We put the Shah in power twice, and then people revolted, and they put in a extreme religious leader, and we didn't help the Iranian people. And now they've had since 1979, I think they've had since the revolution. Uh, so, extremism, very bad. The Iranian people are suffering because of the policies of the West. Okay, now, Palestinians hold one-day strike to mourn prisoner who died of medical neglect. Hold Israel accountable. Okay, they were in the West Bank, and they have one-day strike to mourn the death of a prisoner, Nasser Abu Hamid, who had been held in Israeli prisons since his arrest in 2022 for his involvement in an armed wing of the ruling Fatah party. He was diagnosed from prison with late-stage lung cancer in August 2021, and his family says Israeli prison authorities ignored his medical complaints for months, leading him to die of medical neglect. Human rights groups say dozens of other Palestinian prisons have died of preventable illnesses due to lack of routine health checks. Hold Israel accountable. Israel is an apartheid state. Okay. Now, also, UN, France, and rights groups condemn Israel's deportation of Palestinian activists. The U.S., that's great. Oh, no, sorry, the U.S. wasn't part of it. The UN, France, and rights groups condemned Israel's deportation of Palestinian activists. Israel has deported a French Palestinian activist and lawyer to France in a move condemned by human rights groups and the French Foreign Ministry. Before his deportation, on Sunday, he had been held without charges under Israel's so-called administrative detention law since his arrest in March. His name is Hamori. He's a longtime resident of East Jerusalem, which Israel has occupied since 1967. UN human rights groups, spokesperson Jeremy Lawrence said in a statement, deporting a protected person from occupied territory is a grave breach of the Fourth Geneva Convention. I totally agree. Hold Israel accountable. And, okay. Also, thousands protested against military rule in Sudan's capital on the anniversary of the revolution. Sudan is a mess. It's another British colony. Okay. In Minsk, Putin says Russia has no interest in absorbing Belarus. Who knows? Hold Putin accountable. Mass shooting leaves 6 dead in Toronto suburbs. That is terrible. Gun violence. Gun violence. Very, very bad. Okay. Now, also, we have those lot of problems. Now, New York City Uber driver hold 24-hour strike because, okay, Uber drivers are in New York hold a 24-hour strike to protest blocked pay raises. They're supposed to get raises, and they're not getting their raisers. Okay. They're supposed to receive raises this month. So, Uber, terrible company. Uber and Lyft. New York Times investigation reveals GOP Representative-elect George Santos lied about credentials. So, what's going to happen to him? Who knows? LA jury convicts Harvey Weinstein on charges of rape and sexual assault. Good. Hold him accountable. Put him away forever. House January 6th committee expected to refer Trump to criminal charges as Proud Boys trial kicks off. Good. Hold him all accountable. El Paso declares state of emergency amid growing number of asylum seekers as Title 42 is set to end. And top 15 nations reach landmark deal to protect Earth's biodiversity. Good, that's a good move by them. Ministers resigned to protest ouster and jailing of Peruvian President Pedro Castillo. Okay, alright, that's what's happening out there. And what's happening here. Okay, so that's a lot of news for today. Thank you for tuning in this evening of Tuesday, December 20th, 2022 for the New York Carolyn Speaks State of the World. Hope we join us again tomorrow. Take care of yourself and others. Wear a mask, practice social distancing when the vaccine is available and safe for you to take. I would take it. I had mine. I'm looking for a booster. And remember, take care of yourself and others. And remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Okay, how about a tiny little song? Okay. High in the sky is a bird on the wing. Please carry me with you, far, far away from the mad rushing crowd. Please carry me with you. Again I would wonder when memories enfold me. There on the beautiful island of dreams, high in the sky is a bird on the wing. Please carry me with you. Okay, Island of Dreams was written by Tom Springfield of the Springfield Folk Group, which included Sister Dusty and is recorded by the Springfields. Okay, thank you for tuning in. I'm signing off on Tuesday, December 20th, 2022. Thank you for joining us. Meet with us again. Thank you. Good night. Stay safe.